Hi guys, I'm Steex Audio Video Production, and today I have the pleasure to present you these three new pedals from Universal Audio. These are the Ruby, Dream and Woodrow. So this new series of pedal of Universal Audio will cover the vintage tones. So each pedal will be a recreation of a real amplifier. So as you can see from these three pedals, reading the name, we have the Woodrow 55 Instrument Amplifier, and basically this is the very old, I think it's the Bassman, so by Fender Bassman, so the Tweed. Basically that was a really great amplifier used from several guitarists, but it was a great amplifier used also in nowadays from guitarists, like a pedal platform, because they basically use that amplifier and all other pedals, so giant pedal board connected to that amplifier, so that Tweed amplifier. This is the Woodrow. Then we have the Dream. This is the 65 Reverb-Amp, and basically it's the Fender Reverb amplifier. This sounds really good. And finally we have the Ruby Top Boost Amplifier from 63, and this is basically based on the VOX AC30, basically the amplifier from Brian May and stuff like that. So three different amplifiers, three different sounds from different ears. Let's deep dive into these three pedals. So let's start saying that these three pedals are really smart, because you can connect and pair with your mobile device. As you can see, I have here my iPad. You have here the pair knob. Basically it's really fast to use your Bluetooth, I guess, will be paired and you can tweak the pedals. But why is really cool to use the pedal with the iPad? Because as you can see, I can go inside, for example, the Ruby, so I can enter. It will take a bit because it's loading all the presets, and you can also create a lot of presets, so you can use the user bank. As you can see here, there is the user bank that I have nothing here stored, but you can store tons of your presets. You have the factory here, so you can see, as you can see, there are different presets stockly. You have artist, so preset made by artist, as you can see, and you can basically choose whatever you want, maybe this one. And as you can see here on the bottom is written live or preset. So in this moment I'm using the preset, and as you can see here also on preset, the LED in green is power on. So now I'm in the preset. So what you are seeing basically here, the knob and switches, are not the relative position of the sound that I'm using right now, but because I'm using a preset. You can change Dirty Whopper Tram. Summer of 80s. So you can have an idea of how all the pedal can sound. Warm gold. Writing paperbacks. You can also listen the very brief room. And then I can switch basically with the pedal to the on, and I'm using what you can see here from the knobs. If I want to save basically this sound, because I like this sound, I can go down to the store. I have to press, and as you can see, the LED green was blinking, and now I have here in my user the Ruby 1. So if I go to factory presets, I can change maybe to mid-scoop gold. And then I can recall my preset, Ruby 1. You can also rename it, which is the same as this one. You can also change something in the settings of the app. Basically, you can change the mode of the foot switch. You have here a live presets. You can change if you want to engage or not the boost, the vibrato, etc., etc. So you can tweak these two foot switch as you want. Then you can also change if you use the 4-cable method. So you have to tell to the pedal that you are using 4-cable method, and basically it's changing something also in the routing of the preset. So this is the app, really simple. As soon as I touch to preset, it will be recalled the preset. I'm in the Ruby 1. So the preset that was played before. Maybe I'm here in the Silky Vintage Barstone. If I go to on, I'm here in my routing, live routing. Preset, and gain my Silky Vintage Barstone. Okay, so the app is very simple, really clever, really fast, and really stable. So it's always connected. Okay, let's now deep dive into all the pedals. So let's start from the Woodrow, then the Dream, and then the Ruby. Basically, you have always 6 different knobs, and the knobs are different depending on the kind of amplifier. Of course, here we have the room. It's very small. The room is a studio room. Then you have the tone, the boost, the overall output, the microphone level, and the volume level. So basically the instrument volume level is the level on the input, so you can adjust this depending on your guitar and pickups, while the mic volume is the overall master, and this, if you raise up this knob, you will listen more saturation. You have always 3 different cabinets per each pedal, but as soon as you purchase the pedal and you connect basically with your app, you will start downloading 3 more speakers per each different pedal. Okay, so basically you have 6 speakers. You can also bypass the speaker to use maybe with your DAW and load some impulse responses. Here in the Woodrow, you have also 2 different modulation modes with the KP3K, basically is the Korg preamp, and with the EP3, which is the preamp for the tape delay. And basically the boost will change, so we'll change the saturation. Let's start from the stock and let's listen some sounds. I apologize guys, because I don't have a single coil guitar. I wanted to try out this pedal with single coil because in my opinion with brighter pickups I think they will sound better, but unfortunately I don't have here a single coil, so I use my Gibson Les Paul with Alnico 5 pickups. It's a really dynamic pedal. And they responds also really well with the roll on the knob. Without the room, without the boost, let's try to make the cleanest as possible sound. Sounds really vintage. Let's change also the speaker. So as you can see here, I'm with the red LED. I can change going up. Basically there is no any LED, so now there is no speaker and will sound really terrible. Yeah. Let's engage a speaker. As you can see here, there is a green LED, so will not be the speaker that you read here, the GB25, but will be a speaker that you have downloaded with the pedal. I don't remember right now which is the speaker, but remember that the green LEDs will be the downloaded three speakers, while the red LED will be the speaker that you have inside built in. More boost. With the blue 15. This has really less mids compared to the previous one. Okay, the GB25, this JP12, and finally the blue 15. Completely dry. Let's change now the different boost. So let's go up with the KP3K. Four. Completely different. It's like you preserve the attack and then you have the detail that is saturated. Let's go to the EP3. Stock. It's much more clear, I think. There is more hikes. It's punchier. Okay, we can also add more saturation using the mic volume. Ooh. It becomes gated fuzz, gated fuzz. Depending if you play really hard or really soft. Wonderful. I'm imagining that with a real amplifier, the tubes basically in this moment are suffering so much. Room to the maximum. It's wonderful. Alright guys, let's switch now to the Dream 65. We have also an alternative mode, as you can see here with the switch in the middle, and basically we can also tweak the speed and intensity of the vibrato, so basically with the same knob of treble and boost. Again, we have 3 different speakers and the speakers are different, so we have the GP25, which is the same, but we have also the Oxford and the EV12, and of course other 3 speakers because we have connected with our mobile device. Overall reverb knob, volume for the input and volume for the output, so with the input basically you can crank up also the preamplifier. So let's listen something. Let's engage with the on. Here the reverb is a spring reverb and is basically an active spring. Really dry. Let's start with the very clean, so volume at the 0. Sounds really, really vintage. Okay, we don't want to clip. We have here two different modes, so from stock to lead and to the 𝙎𝙚. Let's listen the mode. Basically, the mode is in the boost knob, okay? So with stock, to lead, it's puncher, much more bass. 𝙎𝙚, even much bigger, but also it's also a bit saturated, more saturated. Stock, 𝙎𝙚, with the Oxford speaker. EV12. Oxford. Let's try also the other three speaker in green. This is really strange, but I like it. Spring reverb. Let's try now the alternative mode. So let's go also to tweak the vibrato. Okay, on the 𝙎𝙚 we do not have any vibrato. On the stock amp, yes. Also on the lead. Now let's try a different preset. So let's go to preset on the Dream, and as you can see, I can choose something also from the various artists. Single coil neck. I don't have single coil. Let's listen. Yes. I really like the idea to have the iPad and to tweak different presets also from different users. You can learn something from this preset. The thing that I don't like is that you cannot see the settings that you're using. Basically, it will be better to have in the app the possibility to see also the settings of these specific presets, so also you can learn something, and not only the sound, the capability of each pedal, but also how to recreate that sound. So it would be better to have also the settings of this specific preset that you have here. Also Cory Wong, Cory Bright. Again, I don't have the Strat. Sparkle Fest. Okay, now let's switch to the Robbie. This is based on the VOX AC30, as I said before, and here we have the bass, treble and boost, and of course the output, the overall volume, and here we have the cut, because in the AC30 there is the cut knob. Always different speakers. We have the silver, blue and green. You have the room. This is basically a studio room, and we have also here the alternative mode to tweak the speed and intensity of the vibrato. You have three different channels. Basically you have the normal channel, the bright channel, called brilliant, let me say, and also the vibrato channel. So let's listen, and let's start with the normal channel. Oh, by the way, this is my DI. Basically you can also bypass all the pedal and have only the DI. Okay, let's engage the pedal. Let's start with no any boost, very low volume, so really normal. Okay, now let's change maybe the speaker. Maybe let's start with the green one. It's a bit close. You can listen the room. I can go to Alt and lower the room. Basically now I have no room. Let's crank the amp. let's add some room. Let's go to the amp, boost. We can cut. Let's switch to the brilliant channel. There is also more saturation, I guess. Oh, ever listen to the treble knob? The behavior is completely different to the other pedal. If I move now to the brilliant channel, have a listen now. I'm at the noon. Opening the treble. It's changing the sound, but on the opposite. I have to admit that I have no experience with AC VOX amplifier, so I don't know if this behavior is the same on the amplifier. But there is this change. Let's now switch to the vibrato. If I go okay, on the vibrato there is no changing with the treble, but with the cut, yes. And I can also go to the alternative mode and change also the intensity of the vibrato. All to the maximum. Let's also listen some presets. So let's go to presets. I wanna see factory, but I wanna see the preset settings. Let me go to home, Ruby. That's the pedal that I want to see. Come on. Let's slowly. Factory, okay. At the beginning, right? Chimes, chimes. I don't know how to say it. Dirty Pulse Tram 2. Dirty Wobble Tram 1. Fun Clap Jelly. So for example, I like this preset, but I want maybe to tweak, I want to add some room. How to do that? Well, I don't know, because you cannot do that. And this is really a cons for me. No, there is no possibility to do that. It's really, really bad. Really bad. Because I like this preset, but I don't know the setting of this preset. I can read that it's edited here. I did nothing. Match cabinet with dying 57 with top boost precap. Use with settings, use with single coil. I don't have single coil. Summer of the 80s. Alright guys, these are the 3 new pedals from Universal Audio, Ruby, Dream and Woodrow. Wonderful pedal for vintage tones. So keep in mind that these 3 pedals have been developed especially for vintage tones. You cannot use this pedal for different kind of sounds from 80s to nowadays. It's impossible to get that sound. So these are only for vintage sound. And in my opinion, sounds really, really great. So which pedal to choose from if you want to buy only one pedal? Well, this is my personal opinion. I think that all these 3 pedals have different sounds, different colors. Of course, they are matched to different amplifiers, and each pedal sounds with its specific range of sounds or its specific tone. Say that I think that the Dream will be the most versatile, because the Dream is not really specific sound. It's a Fender reverb amplifier and it's more versatile in my opinion. You can reach different sounds, not really specific. So the Ruby is very specific sound. You have that sound. Also the Woodrow is very specific. But the really cool thing about the 3 amplifiers is that sounds really, really great. Also, I think for pedal platforms, so to use with pedal. So this could be really great for your very basic sound of your amplifier. Say that I think that the Dream is the most versatile. So guys, you have the link in the description if you want to try out, if you want to purchase. Let me know what you think about in the comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!